people know what was on television in the 60s besides our grandparents? ABC's Whitewater Sports broadcasted the first live sports events in the 1960s, opening the door to live sports events for their generation and beyond. A portion of our childhood is spent watching television, but many of us could not tell when or who started broadcasting live sports events. So let's explore our history together. I spent my childhood watching television, and when I took the sports history class, I was able to expand my knowledge in broadcasting of live sports events. Sports were originally broadcasted the next day on television. Only the people who attended the event saw the live action. ABC decided to take that leap into live sports broadcasting, with their first two events being the Penn Relay from Franklin Field in Philadelphia and the Drake Relay from Des Moines, Iowa. ABC's Whitewater Sports went on to broadcast events such as the FA Cup Soccer Finals from London and the National AAU Field Championship. They also broadcasted many other events, including the Indianapolis 500-time trail and many more events, therefore, after the 1960s. I personally did not know live sports events started being broadcasted in the 60s, and others my age and younger, and others my age and younger may not have thought so as well. I spent a large portion of my childhood watching television, everything from cartoons to live games. I just recently began to ask myself, how did these things come to be? My class in sports history was the one that helped me answer the question to live sports events. I could not believe that there was once a time when people did not see a game until the next day when they watched it on television or read about it in the newspaper. We have so many ways today to connect with live games, such as live television, internet, podcasts, and radio. We are lucky to be in a time where live sports is just a click away. In ABC's silver anniversary of Whitewater Sports YouTube clip, I saw sports that I have never seen before, and sports like log climbing, sledding down the hill, and water skiing. And some of these sports I haven't done since I was a child, like sledding down the hill. Like, I didn't know that was a sport. Only the best and the best of the worst made it to ABC's Whitewater Sports. The milestone for ABC was the open door to our future we now know. Today there is 79 sports networks devoting over 41,000 yearly network hours to sports coverage, says Tom Malone on his Sports and Culture blog. In his post of history of sports media, he also speaks about how ABC's enhanced the entertainment of live sports with instant replay, slow motion, and highlight reels, which all really started with the sport of football. And there are these are all things that we find enjoyment in when we watch television. When the interest was raised in televised sports, so did the interest in editing games. We have so many ways to watch and edit games today. Today we have seen where television and sports have shaped our television watching experience, from the first live sports event to today's modern media. ABC's Whitewater Sports broadcasted the first live sports event in the 1960s, opening the door to live events for our generation and beyond. Now we know where the sports media of yesterday, today, and tomorrow has formed. What else do we use today without thinking about where it comes from?